So over 90% of people lose money trading because they treat trading like a racing game instead of a waiting game. They see price moving so fast and then they just go on ahead and just hop into the market and then get slammed back down. Because answer me this, guys. Would you rather chase a moving train or sit at the train station and wait for it to stop right at your feet? If you chase a moving train or if you chase a trade just because of the hype or because you see that it's printing green candles, you decide to enter, then it means you are chasing an overextension. And if you do that, you might end up like my friend over here.
Yo! Yo! Ay!
Now in this video, I'm showing you how to find the exact entry point where big players or the whales step in, right? Now, simply by using this enormous chart or this beautiful time frame called the daily time frame, and we're going to use just one single candle on the daily time frame, which is the previous day's candles high, close, open and low. All right, now if you've ever felt like the market is watching your stop loss, just do me a favor and type guilty in the comment section. Okay, you see guys, the truth is that your stop loss is not the problem, your entry is the problem. Therefore today I am giving you a mechanical framework. Okay, I'm gonna give you a mechanical framework that will force you to wait for a high probability retest so you stop getting haunted. Okay, now without wasting much of your time, let's head right into the charts. Now this is a daily chart and we are trading Solana on Bybit interface. We are on the daily chart, as you can see, right? So the first thing we need to do is to map the daily time frame candlestick, which is the previous day's candle, this last candle over here. We are going to map it, and when we do that, we are going to map the open, the high, the low and the close, like I showed you in the previous script over there in the beginning of this video, right? So let's do that. Okay, these are going to serve, or the markings or the previous day candle will serve as our guide as to what to expect in the current day candle or in tomorrow's candle. So yesterday's candle is going to tell us what today is going to actually be. Is it a bullish market or is it going to be a bearish market? Okay, so we are going to draw 4 lines. We are going to draw 4 lines on this candle over here. We're going to mark the open, which is the previous day's high, the previous day's low, the previous day open and the previous day close. Okay, now we don't execute trade on the 4 hours time frame, but before that, let's first of all go on ahead and mark the candle. So I'm just going to do something. I'm going to mark the candle with my line indicator, with my line tool, sorry. And after marking the candle, I am going to come back and actually continue this video, all right? Because this is going to be time taken and I wouldn't want this video to get so long, right? So guys, we've drawn our lines up above here. This is the previous daily high. This is the highest point the candle reached before the day closed, and this is the previous day's close. This is the price that the candle closed. Okay, and then this over here is the previous daily open. So it opened at this price and then it went as low as this price before, sorry, it went as low as this price before price begins to actually head up. This is candlestick anatomy. If you need more lectures or more class or more courses on this, you can talk to me on the comment section or on my Telegram link. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can talk to me and then I'll see how to get you enrolled on the Cash Course Live Academy. Right, now back to the topic. Now we don't execute trade on this daily candlesticks or the 4 hours candlesticks, because we can also use this on the 4 hours candlestick, this strategy. Right, now these are just going to start to serve as support and resistance. Okay, now these two candles, or these two lines rather, these two lines over here are the resistant price, while this two candles below, oh sorry, these two lines, I keep on saying candles, these two lines below are the support price. Okay, so we are anticipating that if tomorrow's candle were to fall and reach over here, some forces are going to actually push back price upward to this resistance over here. So they'll just serve as critical areas of resistance. Okay, now support and resistance are a crucial parts of price action, right? It's like a meter that shows you where buyers want to wait for price to reach so that they can buy, and where sellers want the price to reach so that they can sell the top. Okay, so this is for this, and let's head over to the next thing. Now after mapping the close, the high, the open and the low of the candlesticks or the daily candlestick that are going to serve as support and resistance respectively on the daily time frame. We're going to head as low as the 15 minutes. Now on this 15 minutes, this is where we are going to look for our entry. All right, so as you can see, this is how the 15-minute plot looks like. All right, so price opened on the daily time frame over here, then it went low. After going low, it went high and then closed over here. This is just the graph of what happened on the daily time frame. And as you can see, price is printing higher highs and higher lows, right? It's printing low, higher high, higher low, higher high. It wants to print a higher low. Now there's a tendency that there's something, maybe a fair value gap that is over here, which price wants to actually fill off, or maybe a breaker block. This is an FVG over here. There's an FVG over here, a fair value gap. If you don't know what FVG is, it's not too late for you. You can get into the online mastery class where we are going to actually treat all this topic ranging from order block, support and resistance, breaker blocks, mitigation levels, etc. Like everything you need to know, from the very fundamental as to why crypto is even created in the first place, down to the advanced level on how to read market, how to read structures, patterns, how to see everything in the market, and how to know the direction of the market and how to flow in the market's direction together with a strong analysis. Now back to what we're talking about. It's either price wants to actually tap this FVG over here and then tap this FVG over here and then continue like this, or price wants to actually hit this breaker block over here and continue. But either way, we are going to place our stop loss at the previous lower high over here. So even if we make an entry over here, our stop loss is going to be at the previous lower high, using the strategy of trend continuation or strategy of trend following. That means that if the price breaks this previous lower high like this, higher low like this, it means that there's a possible change of character in the market, and then that means the daily time frame is going to start printing red candlestick and it's going to start going down, down, down and down until it hits the previous day's open, right? So what I'm going to do now is make an entry over here. Okay, I'm going to make an entry over here and then place my stop loss just a little bit below this level over here, which is the previous higher low, and then anticipate for 1:2 risk to reward ratio and see how the market is going to move with me. I'll be back. So I have placed an entry over here, right? And then my stop loss is just a little bit below the previous higher low, and then my risk to reward ratio is 1:2, right? That means for every $100 I stand to lose, I am going to gain $200. This is market psychology, because having a 70% win rate doesn't mean you can be able to outbid me or make more profit than me with a 40% win rate, as long as my risk to reward ratio is intact and yours is not. This is psychology. Okay, so let's click on the replay button and see what is actually going to happen. So as you can see, the market went as low as this point, which happens to be equal to this place over here. It happens to be equal to this breaker block over, it happens to be equal to this breaker block over here. Can you see it? So the breaker block is here, and then the price reached this breaker block, and there's a confluence of a fair value gap over here. So there are two reasons, or maybe three reasons. If I'm to turn on my Bollinger Band or my EMA 50 now, you're going to see that EMA line is also above price. And if EMA line is above price, it is telling you that the price is a continuation. So if my EMA 50 is below the price, if my EMA 50 is below the price, then it's telling you that it is a continuation. EMA is a technical indicator that tells you where the trend is. Is it an uptrend? Is it a downtrend? How high is the trend and how low is the trend? Okay, so we normally use that to actually execute our daily analysis on my academy. You can also enroll and see how we are doing it live over there. So let's see if this trade is actually going to hit our TP, right? So I'm just going to play it and see. Surprise actually hit our TP over here. It took a little bit while before it did actually hit the TP. That's why I had to pause the video so it won't get long. Okay, so our TP got hit. That means that we are on a continuation on the 15 minutes. Now the daily time frame was what gave us the flashlight to see what is actually happening in the market, right? So it told us that if price gets to this high and then comes back and then broke the previous higher low, then that means there's a change of character and the market wants to start going down. But as long as the breakup structure continues and as long as the trend continues on the 15 minutes, then we can just enter the market. That means it's going to be a continuation. Okay, so that is how we can use this strategy to actually execute trade. And I hope this strategy is going to help a lot of people. I hope you have a nice day. Ciao.